Well, the time has finally come to start a second channel just for like the nonsense and unpolished things that we have to do around here that aren't, I don't know, cool enough to make a real video about.
Yeah.
Basically, just for those of you that really want to see everything that we do, everything that goes into this stuff, that you care, like you real G's, it's for you. We don't care if, 20 people watch this stuff. We're just going to do whatever we want to do, whether it's minor jobs on cars that don't make it into a bigger video, or, fixing stuff on the Newell, or we just feel like we have something interesting to say or talk about. Whatever. There are no rules here. Pretty much the main driver for doing this is that when you post videos that do not have like a wide spreadable significant plot line, it freaking punts the algorithm into the dirt and hurts the entire channel.
Which is how we make money.
That's how we survive.
So it's kind of important to not post things that will hurt us.
Yeah, because I don't even know how often and I didn't want this to happen from the beginning, but I realized that it has to happen in order to grow, is that the filter of what gets out there becomes more and more refined as things progress, and it has to in order to grow. Where when the channel was new, we just post kind of like whatever, or there wouldn't be really a start or a finish to the video. If we were working on something, like we're like, oh well, this is just all we got done today, tomorrow we have to post something, so we're just going to post it, and then you have to wait for the next video to see the end. We don't really do that anymore. It doesn't really work.
You just have to have like conflict resolution. You just can't leave it on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you can.
Well, it depends. Like if you're working on something and you're just like, oh, I'm tired, I'm done for the night. Like you just can't do that.
There has to be a story arc. Oh. Yeah, I just farted on the Monte Carlo. So that's what you guys are here for. Farts and real stuff. Yeah, and this is all blown out here right now because we're getting AC put in, and
they never know when they're gonna actually come.
Yeah,
we have to like move everything out of the way. So I don't want
Yeah, then it's just ready. The electricians, they'll just show up.
I'm not moving it 69 times.
Yeah, we're gonna try to put it right there. That way we have a vent blowing into here and poke a hole in the wall and have it blow out into the main shop area as well. Because this last week in the Mooresville area was hot. I mean, it wasn't as hot as it's going to be, but it's as hot as it's been since we've moved in here, and it was not comfortable.
No.
At all. It was not good.
It was like not feasible to work in the shop on anything.
Yeah. Like, you know what? You call us soft or whatever. We paid our dues. We had to do stuff in Texas. Yeah, the office part was air conditioned so we could like edit videos in comfort, but the actual wrenching was, triple.
It doesn't matter if the office smelled like a gym sock and had moldy food everywhere.
Yeah.
Air conditioning means nothing when it smells like a trash can.
Yeah, that place is not good. Bad. If you're here and you're watching this, tell your friends who watch the main channel about this one, because they might not see it. It'll help it grow. And as of right now, this is not monetized because it won't meet the requirements to be monetized. So until then, like we said, like YouTube is how we survive. The second channel will be a fruitless endeavor until we have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So we'll just post whatever we're doing. You got a question about something, you want to see something, you want a better explanation on something, leave a comment. We will do that, and we'll give you
More Ruger.
Yeah, more dog stuff. Maybe we could even show you Rob's dogs.
Yeah. Beanie.
Scooter's cool.
Beanie is a hairless rat terrier. And yeah, I've never seen a hairless dog like that before.
Oh, yeah. Do you want to tell them about your garden?
I built a garden.
Out of what?
Pallets.
That could be a video, too.
Yeah.
Now you know how to do it. You could show everybody how to make a pallet planter.
Yeah. It's kind of cool. And I used screws that we got not on purpose from Mr. Koslowski's shop.
Yeah. We bought a bunch of stuff from
An auction.
That auction. Like all the whole rack of boom tubes and stuff like that. And just this big workbench. I guess let's go show the workbench. And the workbench came with everything that was on the workbench. Like, they didn't really take stuff off or take it apart. They just were like, all right, everything on this workbench, that is an item. And it came with a bunch of screws, fasteners, rivets, rivet guns, freaking lug nuts. Yeah, there's lots of lug nuts. Anybody want some lug nuts? They probably came from Brad's Truck Series team. We can start putting lug nuts in your merch packages if you want.
I don't really want to do that because they're dirty and I'm not going to clean all of those.
Well,
I have enough things to clean. Lug nuts are like not on my priority list.
We can give them a sneak peek of the underside.
Oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah, here in your the extra channel, you get to see stuff before it makes it to the main channel. Like the underside of George is looking fly as hell because Logan painted it.
Yeah. I spent a lot of hours painting this thing and making it look brand new.
It does look brand new. It looks better than new because they didn't even paint the whole bottom before. It's just kind of fogged.
Yeah. It looks nice.
Yeah.
And I did black on these thingies.
It is Ford tractor gray, like light gray.
Light Ford gray.
Yeah, tractor paint.
Light Ford gray.
This is the workbench. It's pretty cool.
I painted that too.
It's on casters, and it's like plumbed for air and stuff. Came with all that metal in there. Not gonna lie, paid $400 for this workbench and everything on it, but by today's metal prices, it's got more than $400 of sheet metal on it. So,
and there was more stuff on it. I've moved a lot of stuff around.
Yeah, it came with a lot of cool stuff, some of which we've used.
Yeah. Like that thing I dropped on my foot. What was that thing?
I don't know, what was it?
You know, it was like a magnet. You took it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, like a magnetic base thing for doing rear end lash. You want to tell them why you're coughing so they don't think you're dying?
I have horrible allergies, and North Carolina is like awful for allergies apparently. I don't know.
You don't have a lifetime of tolerance built up to this.
No.
You're not from this region.
No. It's awful. So bad. Every time I walk outside, I feel like I'm going to die.
We're not giving up on it. You know, ask what happened to it. It's right there. It's fine. It's sitting there. It's not hurting anything.
I don't think that a lot of people are intelligent enough to realize what goes into doing a full build on a car.
Yeah, a full build, not just slapping some bullshit
Not
together.
everybody is a billionaire and has somebody else build their shit for them. Or, you know, has all the money to buy every single part to completely reconstruct something like that. Like, it's not feasible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bitch. It's okay.
No, that's true. We'll do a whole video breaking down like the economics behind building a car for YouTube and explain to you why most people on YouTube build freaking garbage. there's a very good reason for that.
Yeehaw, I'm gonna build this massive piece of shit that I'm going to ruin the first time I drive it, and then I'm gonna have to sit in the parking lot with my buddies and drink beer and fix it, and then I'm just gonna break it again. Yeah. Yeehaw.
The current culture of internet builds is just perpetuating doing dumb stuff, it seems like, when really you shouldn't be doing that. You're gonna build something at home, put your effort into it, do it right, do it perfect, do it once.
I think that there's too much out there of people that don't respect their own belongings. Like, I think that because so many people didn't have to work for the things that they have, that they just have no respect for it, and they have no problem just going out and destroying it.
That's true. And when they don't put any effort into building it, they don't have respect for it because they don't have the hundreds or thousands of hours into doing it, or the years of saving to do it. They just go get a freaking whatever they can from China and slap it together, and they don't care because it has nothing behind it.
Or daddy paid for my build, and
yeah,
I'm gonna go do stuff with the car my daddy paid for.
Someone else put it together, so I don't understand it or value it. First video ever on the Extra channel. Those of you that are here right now, you're on the ground floor of something else. I don't know if it's something big. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but you're the first ones here. I think we'll do our best to upload to this channel a couple times a week. They'll be shorter videos. Like, maybe if we got nothing of substance to do, we'll just do a 5-minute check-in, kind of tell you what's been going on.
This is how Ruger sleeps.
Wadded up under a blanket.
Yes.
Those are your packages, by the way. They get packed right here.
It looks messy.
Yeah, well, work is being done. You'll have that sometimes. Well, part of what we're working on today is fixing the Monte Carlo. Well, last time we dined in it, the belt kept popping off because the bottom spacer on the supercharger drive fell out. Bolt was gone, spacer was gone. So the whole thing was kind of loose. I mean, it was still tight, but if you really pulled on it, you could get it to flex, and the supercharger force is going to be yanking on that thing a heck of a lot harder than I can do it. So that's what was happening. So I machined another one. That's the right length, and we got another bolt. We're going to throw that in there. Also switched over to a Atomic Fab. That's who makes this HD tensioner. I forget what OEM thing this actually comes off of, but it's an 8-rib tensioner. You just use the middle 6, but it's a lot stronger than the factory one. So hopefully with this plus this being back to normal, then the belt and boost belt slip situation will all be good. Because I put something like 11,000 miles on that engine, bracket, drive, everything in the Escalade. I beat the crap out of it, and the belt only popped off a couple times. It did have belt slip when it was hot, but rarely ever popped off. So getting this back on there should solve that.